You're listening to CRBRadio.com. The words and opinions you are about to hear are of the hosts and do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of Cave Radio Broadcasting.
Good evening, good Sunday evening from the Cave Radio West studio from high above O'Malley Supper, Spirits, and Song in lovely Livonia, Michigan. We are coming to you live from Cave Radio West studio high above O'Malley Supper, Spirits, and Song in lovely Livonia, Michigan. We are coming at you through the CRB Radio app, as well as www.crbradio.com. And we are live on Facebook on the Cave Radio page, and that's also running across my personal page, as well as the Acoustically Yours page. I am Skip Dietz, and for the next 2 hours, I am Acoustically Yours. Steering the ship tonight, we have no stranger to the Cave Radio verse, Eric Pelto.
How you doing, Skip?
I'm doing well. How are you, my friend?
Oh man, I'm breathing well. All the lights are blinking, and we'll be cruising at 22,000 feet as usual.
Handling the 3 packs of Canadian Wildfire a day.
I mean, it's I work in Eastern Market, so I mean, a lot of the truck drivers I talked to were coming over from Canada, and there was definitely like one of the guys came over and was literally like black, like soot, like coal miner's daughter face up. And I was like, man, did anybody, the bathroom's this, do you want to, he's like, oh, why am I, oh, yeah, I should go. It's like, yeah, you should go right this way, dude, I got you.
Yeah, on my way here tonight was actually really the first time in a while that I've actually been able to see it driving down the road.
Oh, the wildfires?
Where you can actually see it being smoggy, I guess it
Thought
would
my
be
eyes
here.
were just going bad as everything was a haze. Like,
yeah, it's like, wow.
Maybe that goes to what we were talking about earlier.
it could be. Yeah.
The throat
But
stuff.
yeah, definitely.
It's
I mean, there's something
gotta
going
have an
on.
effect.
Something going on.
Totally.
Anyway, I am so proud and happy to introduce our special guests this evening. Danny Lee Cancross, Andrew Rice, Acoustic Chrome. Welcome, fellas.
Well, thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely. Great to be
Welcome
here.
to Acoustically Yours, and welcome to the Cave.
Appreciate you guys having
Now,
us.
for Danny, this is not his first trip to the Cave.
That's true.
He was here with Detroit Trouble, right?
True. Yeah.
With Detroit Trouble in the old cave on the east.
It was the old cave, exactly.
on the
yeah.
east side of Beach Daily.
This is more of a
Would've been-
penthouse.
Right.
I mean, it's not a
Yes.
cave, right? It's up.
Yes.
It's up on the second
Yes.
floor. Yeah, I
Yes.
like it. I
We're
like
gonna.
it.
That's what we're calling it from now on,
Right. The pen.
for sure.
The
Penthouse Radio Broadcasting. That will definitely uptick listeners
You're going to get more clicks.
for sure.
Are you going to have to talk to anybody over on 8 Mile to get permission to use the name?
Right.
Right.
Is that where the offices are?
Right? The executive offices.
No, I could totally see Hustler HQ being over that building over there on what is it? Is it they actually have one?
Yeah, right.
I could see that. That's legit. I'm research is on it.
Right. Get on
I'm
it.
Googling right now. Jamie, pull that up.
So
For any
we
Rogan
have,
listeners.
So we have a productive. I've got a productive week upcoming. My daughter's graduation party is next Saturday.
Congrats.
Awesome. Congratulations. Drew just went through that too.
Yep.
Yeah. It's expensive.
And stressful.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of different being a multiple household setting this up because I finally called Mom on Friday and I'm like, I do something for this thing.
Right. Do I need to pitch in?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've been told to do at this point was to gather pictures
Well, that's easy.
from when Morgan was younger, because Shannon and I separated when Morgan was 7. So I've got the majority of the under 7 pictures.
Right.
Well, listen, if that's your only job to do, you know what I mean? Like, set it easy for yourself.
Right.
Just
Easy button. There's an easy button here.
show up and just be really good at the one job, and then be like, well, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, the thing is,
That streamer's falling down. There's not enough balloons. That's not on you.
I have this, I have this complex, though, because, we were pretty much 50-50 on everything until about the end of junior year when Morgan was going through some stuff. But then she decided, she wanted to be more stable and not bounce back and forth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So she's really been completely with Shannon for a little over a year.
Okay.
So she went through all senior year.
Right.
I see her once in a while. I still get a little involved. I coach the bowling team at the high school. So
That's cool.
So
That's awesome.
I got to see her at practice.
Well, I mean, even when they live at home, they're never home.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
not
no,
like,
right.
you know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
3 daughter daddies, and it
Yeah.
sounds like they're all about the same age range. Mine's a senior this fall.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the, we've never had any official, there's no child support. There's no anything like that. We always agreed, I don't want your money. You don't want my money. Whatever she needs, we just get.
Yeah, that works. That's good.
So it's a great arrangement. I mean, to the point where we do our taxes. We do them, each of us do them both ways, claiming Morgan and not claiming Morgan. And then however
to
we
see
get more
who's-
back collectively,
Right. Just split it.
we get it back and then split down the middle. I mean, it's just
that
always
works.
been like that
It's good.
with us. So yeah, it could have.
good to
it
not
could
have
ended
that
up so much
animosity.
worse. And I've seen some of the nightmares, and for us to be able to do, because I also have an older daughter, a son-in-law, and 3 grandchildren. So we're able to do things with.
I didn't know you're a grandpa.
I've got 3 of them.
Hey,
I'll
that's
show you in
awesome.
the break.
That's cool, man.
Yep, Bo is 7, Braden's 6, and Riley is 2.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, I don't want to be a grandpa right now, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that's cool. I'll wait a bit.
It's coming, bro. Right?
Well, Hayden needs to just, as long as he's careful, we're good.
Question is, how much of a break do you get in between there? So you got your oldest is Hayden, right?
Yeah, Hayden, he'll be 21, so he's pretty young.
Yeah,
you
they're
know.
all.
Yeah, see, my girls are 12 years apart, so.
And then, Kira's 7. Kira's going. She's 17.
Right.
She's starting. She'll be 18 in her first semester.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Good
She's 17,
times.
right?
She's
She was
she's not 17 yet.
She's
She'll be
16,
17
okay.
in September, but
Okay.
yeah, she's a younger girl in her class.
Just
yeah,
like,
Morgan's
Kira
an
said.
older one. She's a February birthday,
Yeah.
so she was 18 ahead of everybody else. She sent me something about getting, I think it was the nose piercing. Or something with her hair, and I'm like, "What am I gonna tell you?
I don't know.
Right.
Well,
I never, you're never here, so what am I gonna do? All that stuff though, I defer to Mom.
I was gonna say the question though, is she really calling to ask?
yeah, you know, right?
Are
Like,
you asking for
Right,
forgiveness
yeah,
or
yeah,
permission?
Right,
Like,
right.
it's already done.
No, no, that
she just wants to
is-
see your reaction. Yeah, plan out your reaction when she does it.
No, it's actually Mom saying, "Your father will kill me."
Yeah. Well, that's always a good tactic too. Is
Right.
leverage the other.
So
the other
I
parent.
get, it's up to Mom. All the hair, all the, the hair, the
It's Mom's
piercing.
department
That's
anyway,
Mom.
right? You know?
Well, my son wants a tattoo, and he's wanted one for a while, but he wants it always changes. So I told him, I said, listen,
Changes his
just
mind.
yes, I'm like, just think about it. If you want, I mean, he's 20, he can do
Is
whatever
it
he
his
wants.
first one?
Yeah, but
I'm in the same. boat.
but he's like he's like, I want a sword. I was like, do you want a sword? And then he's like, well, our heritage is we're like Danish, and we've got Viking blood or something.
right.
And I said, I don't really know if
That's
that's
a
true.
reach.
And we ended up doing the ancestry thing, and come to find out, we're a little bit. I said, I go maybe, and then he wanted to get the family crest, like my family crest from England. He wanted to get that crest on his arm. I was like, well, maybe. So he's been tossed. And then he, in his fraternity, he's like, I'm going to get my frat letters on. I'm like, bro, just slow your roll a bit.
Right.
Find something you really want to, and after 2 years, if you still want it, and go nuts.
Yeah, but with the with the hair stuff, it's like, well, I don't care. I just don't want anything that damages her hair. So as long as Mom's managing it,
Yeah, like an 80s perm.
and it's like a reputable, setup that we're doing here. I'm, hey, whatever you want to do. But, I just don't want those regrets later if her hair falls out.
Like a lot of dye, is that what you're talking about? Like a lot of coloring? Yeah.
Yeah, the coloring.
The coloring get pretty harsh, yeah. That's what happened to my hair.
Right.
I'm kidding.
You
That's why I
did have
fell
bleach
out.
blonde before, right? Oh.
No,
For some reason
no.
I
I
see you with
had
that, like playing in a badass rock band.
yeah, I had frosted tips when that was.
Maybe, okay.
I mean, I was gonna say when that was cool. I don't think it was really ever cool. But there was a time
It was
when
cool to you, though.
yeah, when I remember there's a picture of me sitting. It was me and Brosell, the older guitar player. We were sitting and we had those little like caps on, and it's a little like almost like an orange peeler, and they're sticking in there, pulling your hair out through little teeny holes, and then they would. It's so bad. So bad, but yeah, we thought we were cool, and we did some shows back in college, and thought we were real rock stars. So,
But going on, we get the graduation party Saturday. That gives me Sunday and Monday to get ready for. God, I think it's been months to go back on stage for open mic at New Hudson Inn.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it,
I'm
man.
looking forward to that.
Are you still doing the featured artist thing?
We have it, yes.
Back on the Stonies in the River days.
Yeah, it was a little more consistent before that. Yeah, I mean the structure's changed a bit since the exit of
that's a
Stony.
great
Stony
call.
retired,
Great
and
call, Eric.
so we're doing. And I would do it, but it's kind of weird to talk by yourself, on stage. So instead of
You
having,
and Stoney had such a good banner, man.
Yeah,
Such
it was great.
Yeah,
such a
it
good
worked.
flow.
and we were always thinking it was actually kind of fun. So it's probably kind of like what similar to you're doing. By the way, great radio voice.
Thank you.
Skip's got a great radio voice.
Indeed.
They say I have a face for radio too.
We all do here. Too bad we're on camera. So is there filters? You have like TikTok
Yeah,
filters?
right.
Where's my bunny ears? And
You got hustler background.
right.
I'll tell you, funny story of that.
Right.
And it has hit all three of my grandchildren. They go through a phase because of the Snapchat filter with the dog
Oh, yeah.
that every picture is
With their tongue out. Yeah.
is they're putting their tongue out. And
you gotta
all
love it.
three, Riley's doing that now. But yeah, Bo and Braden both went through it.
That's funny.
So that's it's a phase, you know.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited to have you back, man. It'll be awesome. And if you ever want to do a feature artist, we still have it. Like I was saying, we kind of the structure changed a bit with Stoney leaving, but we, I still have it there if people want to do it. But trying to find somebody every week was kind of gets hard after a while, and a lot of people have done it. It's like,
Right.
well, so if somebody wants to get there early, we just go early and
But
set it up ahead of time.
Then you could go though instead of the, because I know you put in the event feature artist.
Yeah, I put their name
And
in
then
and
with
stuff,
question
and,
marks if you don't have one.
if it's a
Just leave that out, and then once you have, and then just add that, for the times.
True,
that
I
you
could
have
do
a
like an
featured
ellipsis
artist.
or something. I just put question marks like who's it? Who wants to
Right.
do
Mystery,
it? More, yeah.
yeah.
But I guess it comes across as like, oh, we don't know who it is. That's a good point. Maybe I should update that. But
Hey, next Monday we can talk about the podcast.
we sure can.
I like it.
Yeah, we could do that for sure,
right.
man. It'd be great.
I feel like that conversation just wheels us back to our terrible, the way we advertise our own stuff. How bad we are with it. Our promo
Yeah.
abilities are lacking, for sure.
Yes, it is. I'm
Something about
always.
dadhood, I think, does a little bit of that too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, I think it just in general, it's not the generation. We didn't grow up with like apps. You know,
right.
so it's different using that
it's
for
running
social
around with
media.
I mean, you're
flyers.
doing the work. You're doing the legwork,
Yeah.
and this type of stuff. I mean, but it's not easy to keep up with that kind of stuff.
Well, it is, like I said, and I look at Andrew. I mean, I'm like, how do you do all this stuff?
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're either at the inn or playing out at night. You have a full-time day job. You have kids. You have a wife. I was like, how?
I got a cool wife.
I say, you must.
And he's one of those dudes that doesn't sleep either.
Yeah.
He's like
No.
3-4
Yeah.
hours a night kind of guy.
I get more done.
But she must be. I mean, she must be a saint.
Yeah, she's awesome. It works out. It works well. So, yeah.
Because I did that bit for a while because I was the resident karaoke person
Okay. Yeah.
at Novi Bowl.
Yes, because that's where you knew
For-
Shannon from.
No, that's a whole different story.
Okay.
But no, that Shannon.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Tell me about the other Shannon.
Right. Yeah.
oh man.
Yes, that Shannon. From Novi Bowl, and because at the time they owned. So when I got on board with them, they owned Novi Bowl. Novi Bowl was actually their last one. Novi Bowl 700 Bowl in South Lyon, which is Pins now, and Drakeshire in Farmington, which is now Perfect Game.
Like the bowling monopoly.
So they owned all three of them.
Yeah.
So I actually, 100 years ago, when I did my training, gosh, I don't even think I was 21 yet. But they had a lady host. Oh, hi, Bex. Rebecca Imoff's listening in. Novi Karaoke misses those days.
I was wondering where you're talking to.
Where
Out of nowhere.
It works.
Where did we see this at?
And he can-
There we go.
And he got his glasses on, so he can see. That's awesome.
So everybody say hi to Becky. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hey, Becky. Do we look here?
She's awesome. Her whole family is awesome. Her brother Scott, her sisters. I mean, they're just fantastic.
That's awesome. Well, and she liked the Novi Karaoke.
She did. Yeah, we had the whole family would come in here and there, and
Oh, that's
That's awesome. There's nothing more fun than that.
I suck at bowling, but I used to work I worked at the bowling alley at in CMU, but it was like owned by it was like in the athletic center, the SAC, the Student Athletic Center,
Nice.
and I know everybody's like, I'm gonna go to meet a chick at the SAC, yeah, I mean, my job was just basically spraying shoes, and I just realized like this has got to be the grossest thing ever. Like there's just these sweaty shoes, and I'm like, oh, just a little like that's gonna get rid of everything. I was like, I'm never bowling again without my own shoes.
yeah, I was actually on the payroll for like 9 years.
Really, at the
I was
bowling?
doing phone systems. Got sick of the politics. I left. I didn't know. Well, actually, I was going to go home for the day, and the guy asked me if I wanted to clean out my office. I was okay. I just cleaned out my office and went and shook hands with the big bosses and left. And I wound up at Novi Bowl. I rewired the karaoke system because I didn't know what else to do. And I got a call from Jerry Harris. We talked about this outside. The operating owner.
Yeah.
Of the three centers, because we had talked about me coming to work with him or work for him for a while. But it's funny because when I started this training, I did my training at 700 Bowl years and years and years ago. And the owner didn't know I was coming. So, who are you? What are you doing here? But the host at the time, Diane Rowe, she played out with a band here and there. But she never wanted to tell the owner, that Jerry Harris, who ironically through the years became one of my closest friends and biggest mentors and most amazing people I've ever met. But he went, he was like, why are you here? And so on and so forth. Well, she wanted to play out with the band, but not let him know because she didn't want to lose the gig.
Oh, like that would be
So she'd have
conflict
me.
interest
So
somehow?
she'd have me come in for a couple of weeks, and she would tell him she had college labs or something. Wouldn't
Oh,
be
was that
able
on
to
like a
come in.
Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, it was Friday, Saturday
Oh,
gig.
gotcha. Okay.
So I did this over the years 3 or 4 times, and the last time, which was right around 2000, 2001, I checked with her. How we doing? Oh, still playing with the band. Okay. Don't tell him, though. Okay. So we decided it was going to be 6 weeks that I was going to do this. All right. No problem. I mean, it's easy money. I was still young, actually. Wife Shannon and I had first started dating. So, it wasn't, I had no ties. So I would work, my day job all week. I'd work there all night. And then I went to check with her again after a month, after 2 months, after 3 months.
She wasn't coming back.
And so we got to a year. And I'm sitting in Jerry's office.
I mean, was she gigging the whole year, or she just kind of didn't want to do it?
I don't know.
I think she gave up.
I think she was kind of in between. But, things had kind of gone down. She had been there for so many years. It just got quiet, got old. Bowling leagues changed.
Yeah.
So, it was something that I had actually, over that year, had built back up. It's because it was a new face. To get new music, things like that. This was before subscriptions and all that stuff. You had to order the CDs and.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, you'd flip through the milk crate. Looking for the book. And then the DJ's flipping through the milk crate or the KJ, which I never heard
KJ,
that. I think you might have told me that term because I'd never heard of that before.
Right, yep.
I'm like, what the hell's a KJ? He's like, you're one of them. I was like, what?
So, we had a jukebox that.
That for karaoke?
All the discs were just in. They went into cart. We had the jukebox at first.
Okay.
And then we upgraded to a machine where we could use cartridges. So we'd have like 6 CD and Gs in a single cartridge. Yeah. Put that cartridge in, push the buttons.
Oh, so just by number and whatever. Okay.
So we'd gotten to, that was why all the numbers were in the books. But I remember when I started, I was using the big round laser discs. My first karaoke gig, that's a story too. But to finish this one, so I got to a year, and I'm sitting in the office with Jerry, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, Jerry, I don't know if she's coming back. And Jerry says, well, who says I want her back?
Hey, there you go.
I think he figured it out.
Yeah, well, hopefully after a year, right?
So, but in that time, discs had to be ordered, things had to be, done, and she was never able to do that because she never did the legwork. Jerry's like, you get it, I'll pay you.
There you go.
And I just did that for years.
So was he paying her the whole time, and she was then?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, he was paying me. But then, any, ordering of discs and all that, it started out, okay, I want this, and then he'd go online, order them. And then he got
so he gave you the autonomy to just,
Then he got tired of doing that. He says, just get what you need and tell me how much.
Hey, that works.
So.
Sounds like a relationship you recently had.
With Stoney.
Yeah. That was a.
So it's like
that's a whole story in itself.
Yeah. Trust.
It's like, just tell me what you need, and it's just nobody did the legwork. So I had everything built back up and so on and so forth. Then eventually I went all digital.
Yeah, the digital's nice. It's definitely nice. And that was, speaking of Stoney, that was a Stoney decision too. Yeah, that was a whole, it's a long story, but basically, like, it was just, I've never met an owner like that ever, at a bar that was like, all right, what do I need to make this awesome? And it wasn't like that the sky's the limit of money. It was just, I was like cutting corners more than he wanted me even to. And he was like, no. He's like, what do we need? I'm like, well, we could get away with this because I don't want to just get away with it.
Yep.
He's like, what do we need? Okay, yeah. He's like, it's got to be good.
If you're going to do it right.
But I didn't know him, you know what I mean? I was like, learning. And then as we grew into being really good friends, obviously now it's different. We're really close friends. But, it's like, I don't want to spend somebody else's money, frivolously.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that it was really frivolous, but it was like, all right, what you could do step or option A, but it's like, or option B is a lot better. He's like, let's go with option B. So that's what made New Hudson the way it is, and the sound and everything, and with lights and it's still. I mean, you could go. I mean, we just played Billy's. Like Billy's tipping in is like the best stage in the area. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I was loving the haze machine keeps coming down. I love the smell of haze.
And you're not a bald man though, so that's.
I got a hat on, but why is it sticking to your head or something?
No, when I didn't have it, it was instant sweat.
Oh, was it? Oh. Yeah, I like the smell of it, though.
I thought I was like Teddy Pendergrass up there.
I just love that it's right above the drummer. So Ryan's playing drums, and you hear psh, and then you look back, and you can't even see him. She's just a cloud of white. Yeah, that was it reminded me of like a Spinal Tap.
You just hope you don't look back and see him fall back
in the bushes.
Yeah,
I know. We had that last week.
So I wound up continuously at Novi for 15 years. It was literally the longest 6 weeks of my life. And then,
sounds like.
And then when I,
it paid. you know.
And then I finally begged off. Morgan was born, and I was like, well, she was getting a little older, and the strain of, kind of affected the marriage, kind of affected, some other things too. And so I kind of got out of it full time, because at one point when I was on the payroll there, I was there 7 days a week, working 6 of them.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot.
I was there 7 days a week, working 6 of them at night. So
yeah, that makes it challenging.
It got to be much when we were back to, Sam had gotten older, my oldest daughter, and then now with Morgan starting to come up, I need to be home more. So I still did, I did the big ones. I always did New Year's Eve. I always did the night before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Turkey-oki.
Turkey-oki.
Didn't die until Novi Bull did.
I like the name. That's good.
So we did, we did that 12 or 13 years running. We did Turkey-oki on the night before Thanksgiving.
Man, we might think about doing that. We've been thinking about doing theme nights, trying some different stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, the karaoke thing was interesting. I mean, it was one of those, where Stoney's like, hey, we're doing karaoke. You're going to host. Okay. So
let me tell you what you're doing.
Well, that was also like when I married his son and daughter-in-law, and he would say, you're ordained, right? I'm like, well, yeah, I got ordained for some friends of mine.
I did the same.
And then he goes, yeah, you're gonna marry my son Lucas. What? I was like, well, okay. Oh man, let me think. I mean, that's stressful. I don't mind being on stage. It doesn't matter. Like, that was my second, but like I could do probably 10 of them, because that is something where so my wife's a photographer on the side as well, and so I remember that. Yeah. So it's what she does in like weddings. It's so stressful. Like, you got to get the right picture of the kiss, this, that. I don't know if they're trying to read this thing, and I'm trying to be as professional and as like smooth, and because again, like the way I host karaoke. If you don't notice me, I did a good job. And that's how I wanted to be 100%. As the person giving that. I don't want to be, I was like, listen, this is about the couple in front of me. I don't want to blunder. I don't want to I don't want to like crack too many jokes. I just want to like nice, clean, professional.
Yep.
I tried really hard to do it, and I think I'm successful both times, but it's stressful because I'm stressing weeks up, and I usually don't get like the butterflies or anything. Because, I mean, not that we're like rock stars, but
that's
I mean,
the biggest event in somebody's life.
Yeah, I don't want to screw up
and the whole family full, actually. I mean,
I'd rather play on stage in my underwear.
Yep. Yeah,
chili pepper covers.
I DJ'd weddings for years and performed a few ceremonies.
Yeah, that's some stress.
But trying with the DJ, he's the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
So the DJ's kind of got to coordinate everything. Okay, when we gonna do dances? When's the food coming out? When are we gonna do the toast? When are we gonna do? It's.
When are the
responsibility.
I've always seen the DJ as kind of the quarterback of a wedding reception.
Yeah, there's a task involved.
Yeah, ceremonies I've done close friends and family. And I haven't done one in a long time, actually. Last one I did was my first one that didn't work out.
Uh-oh.
But I did it for an old friend's son.
How did it not? Oh, the wedding didn't work out.
The marriage didn't work out.
Marriage didn't work out. But you're, what do you even call that?
Ruined my perfect string.
Well, I mean, it's not your fault. It's not like you said the wrong words.
Right.
But the strangest place, I actually did a wedding ceremony on the lanes at Drakeshire Lanes, where they had the carpet, walked out middle of the lane.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Performed the ceremony, and they're still good. Yeah, I went through. I'm actually doubly ordained because I did the one that I think everybody does through I think it's Universal Life Church.
Yeah, I just went online. I Googled it.
But I'm also a dudist.
Okay.
Minister.
What is a dudist?
It's dudism.
Please explain.
It's based on
silly me.
Right?
It's based on Big Lebowski.
Oh, okay.
And they made this whole cult.
Do you just like
thing
hold a rug the whole time when you're like doing the thing?
Like that. But I did the Universal Life Church first, and I did it for a friend of mine who actually did one of my best friend's weddings. Now is best man for it. But he asked me to get ordained because they wanted me to perform their ceremony. So I got ordained, and then they didn't get married. 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 Okay, we're getting married next Saturday.
I was going to say, you're probably right. I'm on my $50 back for this
Well,
online certification.
Well, here's my problem. Oh, no, you get online for free. You get ordained for free.
I thought I had to pay money.
You had to pay
Wait,
Yeah.
through Universal Life Church. All you got to do is know your name, your email address, and you're an ordained minister, because their belief is that everyone is ordained. So
You got hooked, man.
Yeah, I got a certificate,
but
so maybe that's what I paid for.
But if you buy the other, I had to print out a certificate.
I don't know.
So if you get like the package,
I just
stuff,
think maybe my place is a little more legit than your
maybe
whatever your
Life University.
yeah, life, freedom, ordainment.
Well,
college.
I've got like an 8-1 wedding record.
I'm 2 for 2.
Okay,
It's 100%.
that's good.
Knock on. There's no wood to knock
Or
on.
batting 1,000.
There you go.
Feels
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah,
I
hit
bet
that door. You're batting
1,000.
1,000. So that was my karaoke experience in life. But I did it a little different because, to an extent, to keep the following, I kind of had to be a part of the show.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people said you would sing like your songs and versions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to have your own thing. I get that. Me doing karaoke was like I do way different because I'm not your typical karaoke host.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. Well, whatever. I'd rather like open mic. I get up there and play with the guitar, but just singing and karaoke has never been something I did a lot of.
Well,
and I'm
your
really-
setup is so different from what I've always done
well, it's a little
that you're in a booth.
yeah, it's a little involved.
Where I'm actually, when I did my shows, I was actually on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do parodies were a big thing.
Yeah, because I remember Shannon. So Shannon, when we're talking about not, I think it was ex-wife
Wife.
Shannon. Okay, so it'd be the other Shannon. I don't know if there's a third one in the picture.
Right.
That was missing.
It kind of sounded
So-
like there might be.
There's a few Shannons out there.
Yeah. So the other one, she works with me. She's been a part of my staff for maybe I think she's worked me almost 18, 20 years. When she
Wow.
worked for Spar, which is like an outside company that works with us, and then working directly in one of my stores. She's awesome. And I remember
Shannon
she
and
was like,
Jeff.
I know Skip. Yeah, and Jeffrey. He goes by Jeffrey.
Yes,
Yeah,
he goes by Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And she's put up with you for this long.
She
So,
has.
I mean, she must be pretty awesome.
She's a saint for doing that. Yes.
So Shannon, Jeffrey Clemens, if you're out there, miss you guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's. I think she wants to murder me half the time, but so far I'm still alive, guys.
Now, though, you probably tend to see her in a different frame of mind.
But I know.
than I typically
yeah,
do.
I know. I'm aware of that, Shannon. I've called her a couple times where I had a question on something and she answers the phone.
Hey!
Yeah, she's a fun one, and I don't want to throw her under the bus, but not in a bad way. But yeah, she likes to have fun.
She likes to
And
have
that's
fun.
good and good for her. That's why I've always told her she just needs to call Amy, and they can, because they're two peas in a
Yep,
pod.
Shannon and her friend
yeah.
Kate, they used to drive bartenders nuts.
I bet. The whole Shannon. Yeah.
And Jeffrey's just so quiet. He just takes it all in.
He's a good dude. He's chill.
But yeah, my first karaoke experience, I'm 19. My friends take me to a bar in Windsor, and they have karaoke. And so it's a Canadian company. This guy, Muff Martin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy's name. So, I go up there singing. He says, all right, here's the deal. I want to sing a song to my wife, except I can't sing. So I want you to go sit in that corner in front of that monitor, and you're going to sing, and I'm going to lip sync.
That's awesome.
And then he offered me a job
That's fantastic.
that I did until I figured out how far off American and Canadian currencies were.
Yeah, he
in
gave him a
the-
toonie for doing that.
in the early 1990s. Weren't enough loons to make it worth going across the bridge 4
Yeah.
nights a week.
Good old 19 years old in Canada. That's
Oh,
all
I love
That's all
that.
I got to say.
I love
Oh
doing
yeah, I was 19 in Canada and
I was actually just seeing
free money.
a story that they're hurting right now because kids aren't coming across like we used to.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Do they still have all the bars there? I mean, they had what was it? Like
Yeah,
Jokers.
But that's
and
what the story was all.
Howl at the
referencing,
Moon,
how
I
they
think,
were
was
really-
one.
They were
I
really
mean, there's
struggling over
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I just remember going there and they had
What's up with these
pizza.
kids?
They had pizza at McDonald's.
Go get hammered like your
Yeah,
parents.
come
Yeah.
on.
What's wrong with you?
Jeez, Pete, we couldn't wait to get across that bridge.
Yeah,
I can't even.
nerds just
I
playing
can't even
Fortnite.
remember
I was a
the
Port
name.
Huron guy, so Sarnia was my place.
I couldn't remember the name of those bars. Now,
I just remember I think
Got
Howl at the
that
Moon
old.
and Jokers. Howl at the Moon was like that long one with the big awning. I think Jokers was down the street a bit. My friends always went to some place called Cheetahs.
okay, remember that one. But and I never went there. I never went in there.
I never did, honestly. Hand to
But
God.
the one
I
I-
did do the bars. I definitely
Yeah,
went
the
to.
only place I remember because every time we went to Windsor, we went to Mother's Pizza to eat first,
Okay.
and that's the only. Was it? Oh, Casey's. Oh, it was an Irish bar.
Oh, Casey's.
Could have been
I don't-
O'Casey's,
Just kidding. you said Casey's. I just figured.
but
I did. I was technically, I think legally, you could say, smuggled across the Canadian border back into the U.S. So my friends had they like fell asleep and then they like wouldn't get up and open the door to the hotel room, and it was me and Brosell. And Brosell, and we're like, dude, what are we gonna do? Like, we're in Canada, we don't have a car because the person who drove is in the hotel room. We can't get in the hotel room. We're calling around. No, every hotel's booked. I don't know what like big event, whatever. I don't know whatever it was, but everything was booked. And then he saw some kid that he knew, and he was like, "Hey, man," he's like, I had no idea. Maybe he didn't know the guy, but he had a van.
That'd be Brosell, though. He would still approach him.
Oh yeah, and he had a van. He's like, "Hey, will you take us back to Michigan?" The guy's like, "Yeah, I'm heading back to Michigan right now." Well, we hid in like the like those big vans in the far back seat. And I remember going through like the border. Was there anybody else in the car?
Windowless van?
No,
You
it
guys
wasn't
got into?
white. It was like I think it was like
free
maroon.
candy on the
Never
side.
a good idea.
But it had those like little windows with the curtains. It was like the shag
conversion
carpet.
van.
Yeah,
Yes. Those are classic. It's got a big mural on the side.
it might have. But I was in the far back. Like him and I were kind of hiding under the seat and clothes and just praying to God because we heard like the border patrols like. Anybody else in the vehicle? Nope, just me, sir. I'm like, oh, if we get busted, we're so screwed. And then we ended up in. I didn't grow up in Detroit. I grew up in Saginaw. So when we got back, we were in Southgate, I think.
Okay.
I don't know where that even is.
That's so you turn left on 75.
And he lives in Livonia, and I was like, cool, we're close to your house, right? And he was like, no. No. I don't remember from that point how we got back to his place, but we ended up back at his house, and then I just remember waking up to his giant dog licking my face later. It worked out. Never went to jail for it, so that was good.
Now, I did learn in high school that lying to a Canadian immigration officer is a felony in Canada.
Well, the driver would have had the felony. I would have just been like, well, I was just sleeping. What?
How'd I get here?
I don't know what happened.
So my first my Canada trip or my high school trip to Canada, my first non-sanctioned high school trip to Canada. I'll get that clear. We did like field trips and stuff like that. But so I go in and I pick up a friend of mine. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We're gonna go to Windsor. So I turn the corner. I'm so nervous. I turn the corner from 5 Mile onto Telegraph because there's a police car behind me and I'm watching them.
Oh, boy.
Freaking rolled the curb.
Oh.
So I get pulled over. Well, I asked what you were doing when you rolled over that curb. I was watching you.
Yeah, exactly. You distracted me.
So he took my license and everything. He said, all right, you guys are good. So we get down to the border. We go across into Canada. We decide, I look over, my buddy. Okay, it's I graduated in 1989, so we're to 1988, 87 maybe. And I look in the passenger seat of my buddy, and he's wearing his varsity jacket. His 1990 varsity jacket. So what are we going to do now?
Right.
So we get to the border.
Turning my little brother around.
It's winter. I can't tell him take
Beat
it
up
off.
this little kid and took his jacket.
So So we get to the door. We have this excuse that we're going to visit his grandmother in Montreal. They didn't buy it. Pull over to the side, sir. So they went through the car, tore the car apart. They did put it back together, though.
Well, that was
They
nice.
don't do that on the U.S. side.
No.
The Canadian side, they'll actually put stuff back in for you. And I got advised that lying to an immigration officer was a felony, and they turned us around and sent us back to the U.S. So, yeah, that
Did
was
you come
that was
back
my
through
first-
again with them fake mustaches on?
Right.
We are on our way to Montreal.
Yeah. We're here for your poutine.
So, so we get back in there, and we get back across the border. What were you doing over in Canada? Nothing. We didn't get in.
Oh, that's funny. Well, hopefully they just laughed and let you through.
They said it was too late for us. So, but, you know, back then you didn't need as much to get over.
Yeah.
Were they talking time or just, you know, how are you guys going to turn out? It's too late for you.
They just, well, it was midnight by the time we got down there. What the hell were we going to do at 17, 16
Yeah.
years old in Windsor, you know?
Sounds
So,
like nothing but
Find the
trouble.
24-hour
Nothing
beer
but
store.
trouble.
Yeah. Drink in the car.
so yeah, we
parking
we
ramp.
couldn't even do that.
They've got to have 24-hour liquor stores.
We weren't old enough.
Oh, that's right, 17.
We don't know
well,
what we were.
but you might look old. You just try.
I think he had a fake ID. I think that's why we did the whole thing. So apparently he was going to walk in with his varsity jacket
Hairspray
and his
ID.
fake ID. But
That's pretty
That's
funny.
that's the selling point.
But ever since they came out, I always got the enhanced driver's license.
Okay. Yeah.
And as long as I've had an enhanced driver's license, I've never been.
Yeah. We just went through. We had passports with us, so it was it was easy. They were nice.
So
They were pretty easy to work with. So
anyway, let's talk you guys in music.
yeah. Absolutely.
So like I said at the start of the show, this is Andrew's first visit to the cave.
Yeah. The penthouse cave.
The penthouse cave, yes. The cave in the penthouse. Penthouse radio. But Danny was in with Detroit Trouble
Back with Eric.
with Eric.
Yep, we had the whole
Big and
crew
Bigger?
in there. Yep. We had the whole
Eric
crew.
and Al and Dawn.
Yeah, good time, man. Had a great time.
Yeah, it was actually Dawn's birthday was last week.
Nice. Hey, Don.
Happy birthday.
So Dawn, if you're listening, I always told her that I was her biggest groupie
There you go.
because I'd come in. I mean, they'd do that segment, the dumb shit with Dawn. You know, and she'd get drinking and wasn't, you know, she didn't have a wide degree of trivia knowledge. So, I mean, they'd trip her up with the funniest stuff, and she'd come up with the funniest answers. I mean, if you ever look up Big and Bigger or Dumb Shit with Dawn on the Cave Radio page, it's
I'll have to look it up.
hilarious.
For sure.
The stuff that she would come up with.
I love that.
And sometimes there's a question where I mean, it might take her 5 minutes of working around it, but sometimes she'd get one, you know, eventually. And the premise of the show is that Eric would put together 20 questions, and he would quiz his kids, Morgan and Mason. And Dawn's goal was to beat the kids.
Oh, so like, are you
How
smarter
old
than
are
a
the
fifth
kids?
grader?
Oh, gosh, I think when they started it, Mason had to be, what, 10 or 11?
Mason's graduating now. So
Yeah.
This was how long ago?
So Mason had to be 10 or 11, and
Sounds like it's about the same time frame we were there.
And I
Like
think-
16
yeah.
we were there.
And I think Morgan just
15 or
turned
16.
21. Well, keep your ears open for probably in November-ish. The Cave Radio 12th anniversary party's coming up.
Ooh.
The boys were on air last Tuesday, and that was like the official date ish of Just Roll With It, which was the first show
Nice.
on Cave Radio. So they actually celebrated the boys, Brad, Billy Griffin, Eric, Al, Dan Mayer. Darren was in studio, Darren McCarty. And celebrating 12 years on the airwaves for Cave Radio.
That's awesome.
We've seen Bill a couple times recently over at New Hudson.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll stay. He generally stays for the whole band set when we're Five Becomes West doing our thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's seen us as Acoustic Chrome.
Seems
like whenever I've seen Bill, it was the whole band thing going on.
Could be. I did pull some numbers out of it.
Numbers?
So, yeah.
Out of what?
For like our shows.
Yes.
What I didn't realize is that we played almost twice as many Acoustic Chrome shows than FBW.
We have?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I just joined the band a year ago. So
yeah. True.
Because
feels like we played a lot though. You know what I mean? Feels like it.
Well, Billy has a new girlfriend and a boat now.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And it sounds like his shop is back in the right mode. I know he was stressing about that, but he got a couple. I get it, man. I came from that business too. My uncle owned a transmission shop over in Ann Arbor for 30 years, and just finding reliable mechanic guys.
But yeah, he was.
Tough.
He started out by bringing in an old high school buddy. Where we came from, and this is how we're all tied together. Al was a little after us, but he went through Redford Union. But Dan, Brad, Bill, Eric, and we all grew up together. So, Brad and I go back to like kindergarten, first grade. Dan, the owner of the Cave, we go back to junior high.
All this area here?
Yeah. We graduated from Redford Union. Yeah. So that's the original Cave being in Redford, but we were such a tight knit group, that so many of us are still close and still in touch. And actually, Facebook did a lot of that. It brought a lot of us back together, and we were able to socialize and then get together. Socialize online and then get together and.
That's definitely the best thing among many negative things about
Yeah.
social media in general.
Yeah. No.
Where would you connect? How would you connect with all your these old friends?
Well, that's it.
Otherwise,
I'm connected with all my friends. I've watched the kids grow up. The political stuff. It's whatever. Scroll by it. But it's and my family, my siblings all live out of state. So I keep in touch with them. It's so much different than it used to be, writing letters and 3-hour-long phone calls. And
yeah, it makes, even from the music standpoint, like we have organic, we've grown some bit of a fan base organically playing shows.
Yeah.
People that just happen to see us and they start to follow us,
Yep.
which is kind of strange in its own right. But in a good way. Like it's just, like we don't. We're just dads. That's that we always kind of say. And so it's really, I feel pretty honored to have some really good. We've got a group of people that kind of follow us around different gigs and stuff. And that was organic. And then there's stuff from online and social media, and we've gotten gigs from social media, and we booked a wedding, through all online stuff, and so there's benefit. Like we talked earlier, but we're not the best at it. We're
terrible at it.
I like his better because he uses emojis, and he's got like the fire and like the arm. I feel like mine are boring.
But I do that in my texting too. I'm probably the emojiest dude.
I like it
around.
It's way better than when I'm just like, come see the band tomorrow.
Right. We're playing.
But
we'll play some rock and roll.
But yeah, it is, social media for me is a great tool. I can live with the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. There's good and bad in everything. You got there's always going to be a negative side of stuff, but Oh, so yeah. Well, I can go through some of that.
Shows. Okay. So back to the shows thing.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, was it in May or June? Because I came up for a Monday open mic, and that was our 3-year anniversary as Acoustic Chrome. God, no, it was actually 4.
The Acoustic
4 months
Chrome
ago.
was February.
It was February.
February 3rd, 22.
But I came up for that Monday night open mic thing for that.
Yeah. But that was
that was 3 years, right?
I guess, yeah, we can go to the history of it, where it started.
Yeah.
Well, you came to New Hudson Inn for one same thing way I met you, is doing
That was a singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter contest. Okay, so that was the second contest we had. We started with a open mic one, and then we said, well, let's try to do singer-songwriter, so that we did that in the back half of the year. And then
Jack Alexander told me to come up there.
Okay.
I ran,
Bakers, maybe?
No,
Did you
I
used to
think
sing
I
there?
ran. I think I ran into him at an open mic, maybe with Jeremy at the Palette.
Okay, all right.
And
You
he
used
was
to do
like,
Bakers, though,
"You
too,
should
like
go up there. No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I
don't
thought you
recognize
did.
Bakers, no.
Because where'd you meet Julia?
Brewery Becker.
But that's what I'm thinking,
we
Brewery
used to
Becker.
do.
That
They used to have a
Bakers in
cool
Milford. I'm
Wednesday
sorry.
night open mic, and
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But yeah, Brad Nestor tagged me
Oh, really? To head up
on
there?
an
Yeah.
event. So that's how I went up there, and I hadn't played in like 20 years. The last
I
time,
thought you did well, man.
last time
You did
I
great.
had played live, I was doing a show. I was doing shows in Livingston County around Howell, Brighton, with my friend Kelly Huff. We were he had a phenomenal set of pipes, but we called ourselves the Tropical Trip with Kelly and Skip, and we were like we were kind of a beach Buffett type of duo thing that we did.
Yeah.
your mom's crew needs
I
to
know.
book those guys. That's
They should. Yeah. You got to get that band back together.
I've been trying.
Might have a gig for you.
right, for sure.
I've been trying.
It's about 3 hours away, but
They were great. They actually
were.
loved us.
yeah, they did.
I was like, man, we don't feel like we're playing the right
Well,
tunes for this environment. Which we're literally lakeside. It was a, was it a HOA for the lake?
It was a
the lake crap,
technically it's a
basically?
POA. It's a Property Owners Association. Where they have but there's like 1,200 properties,
Yeah.
and it's huge. They have their own restaurant. It's on Cedar Lake in Escoda, and there's they're basically it's their own restaurant, and we went out and played, and I think, but that's kind of normal for us. I mean, I feel like we perform the way we do our music because we figured out, instead of trying to catering towards other people, we're just going to play what we like to play, and we kind of done
And they
that.
can tell we really enjoy it, so I think
Yeah.
it kind of feeds
And-
Oh, definitely.
into the crowd. That's probably
But
the
there's-
comment
yeah.
both with the band and with the duet that we get most commonly after show. Man, you guys look like you're having fun up there.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and I
kinda
think it's
feeds
true, and we
through.
are, and it's music we like, but I think if you take 10 years ago, because we're playing a lot of 90s stuff too, and 90s is technically 30 some years old, right? It's
Right.
you were talking about classic rock,
Yeah.
so I mean, like, we're playing it, and then you realize 80% of the people know all the songs and are digging it,
Right,
and so we just kind of kept that ball rolling with stuff, and that's really kind of works for us.
Yeah, when you're playing and doing stuff that people can relate to, and then they can sing along with, and they'll get up and
Yeah.
dance, and they'll
I mean,
know.
And the other
You'll
thing,
be surprised, yeah.
the other thing is we just play songs that we basically have known for years. Maybe.
Yeah.
Turns out we knew a bunch of the same songs, so we still have yet to practice.
Yeah, we never really ever practiced. It's true. We got
Because you
together
were
once
doing
and
this thing.
drank.
You were doing a duet with Brosell.
I was. So really how this started with Danny is that, so I Five Becomes West has been around since like 2013, but it was really,
Which is the full band.
and I can go into that story too. I don't know how much time we have, but
There's a logo.
but basically, Brosell couldn't make a show. He was the other guitar player, Andy Brosell, and I remember called Danny. I'm like, I remember Danny. Like one,
We talked about it since,
We
because that was
talked.
like 5 months. Well, no, that was a couple of years after the
it was
the singer-songwriter thing. But we kept in
yeah,
touch.
we always kept in touch. And I knew Danny obviously loved his voice. And then I'm like, I remember, and it was like, because your kind of brain's rushing. I'm like, I have a gig, I got to fill it. I've got like a day.
Right.
Like, who can I get? Because like I don't like doing solo gigs. It's just not. I just get and I'm not the
It
same.
just gets stale for anybody. I mean, you think, I mean,
You
that's the
were-
way
you
we're hypercritical of ourselves, of course.
You were good at
but-
the one I saw at Luck Cabin.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I bailed on you on that one.
yeah, he bailed on me.
Yeah.
But
It was for softball. Gotta
That's
give,
fair.
Give
That's
Dad
fair.
a break.
That's
Give Dad a break.
I just, again, like, I do all of this because it's something that some people do it for a living, right?
Right.
And so I do it for fun.
Yeah.
And do I get side hustle money, like what we call it? Yeah, I mean it's wonderful, but my whole premise on everything I do in music is if it's not fun, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Like it has to be based in that. And when I'm trying to be a front man and do all this stuff and get the crowd engaged, I feel like it's exhausting. It's a lot of work, and I don't like, and because that doesn't come natural to me, where it comes a lot more natural to Danny. Danny can just get up. That's why I love when he came
Danny's
into FAW. But to go back, like Bro Sal was like, oh man, I can't do it. Something came up. I'm like, well, let me figure. So I just remember it was like Danny Bellis. So I call him like, Danny, like, are you free? Right. He's like, yes. I think you kind of were like, where is it? And I said it was Stingers, and he'd played Stingers, and so he was like real familiar with the place.
I knew Stingers well. I was like, man, that's perfect.
Yeah, you're like, they'll like it, and I'm like, I think I sent him a list of the songs that I kind of normally have, and I think he was just like, dude, I know like 95% of those.
Right. Yeah.
So we went, never practiced. We just showed up together, and then just kind of. And really, we never had set lists. He just kind of plays the songs, and if it's a song I don't know, I just watch his hands, and I just, but I always liked that too. That was one thing when we really started with Acoustic Chrome that I liked as a musician, is because it really challenged me to think more.
Right.
And so I start watching them. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to look at his chord progressions and like, can I resolve the chord progression? Can I kind of predict what's going on here? Can I figure out what keys I can noodle in? Can I know when to do things? And that really made me pay attention more. And so I think that was what him and I always talked about, is we were really listening to each other.
Right.
And that's what really honed in on, our performances. Is we just were really, people were like, oh, you guys sound really tight. And we're like, this is our second time together. We never practiced.
And it's just the two of us, like you said.
Yeah, it's a lot easier with two than a full
you're
band.
You're super intuitive. I'm super basic. So, I mean, it kind of helps out,
But, that is really such a talented thing, because one of the things I think about is, I feel like when I play, I feel like there's just something missing. There's places where I think, there'd be some great harmony here, or there'd be, there was, I think, one song I did at an open mic where I made the crowd sing just because I wanted to do the song. But
that's frontman stuff there, bro. I mean, that's what it's all about.
So, but then I thought to myself, and to be able to do what you guys have been able to do together, is I have this thing where I don't think I'm good enough to play with somebody else.
No,
that I kind of need to be on my own. And
listen,
I feel that
you
got
to find
too,
just
you
just got to
find the right people.
You just got to find the right person.
Because the guitar is a fight for me. I've sang all my life.
But you also need to find like Eddie Van Halen to play guitar. You could find somebody who's maybe not even that great, but if you work together, if you kind of vibe, that makes a difference. I mean, Brosell and I was a different dynamic, because with him and I, so we did it's called A Squared, because we're both named Andrew, and we're both in the band FUW. Well, not every bar wants to book a band, and so we would do band gigs and we would do the duo gigs,
right.
And it was different because he was really good at harmonizing, and then I was singing, and he's a pretty good guitar player, and so it was really good to have this kind of back and forth. He would take leads, I would take leads, so it was really it was fun, exciting, but it wasn't. It was almost like we assimilated too much versus like where we have a little bit of a difference between us in the way we play and the way we sing. Right. So I think it blends better. It's coming from two different.
A little more polarity for us.
Yeah, but
that's where the acoustic and the chrome comes from.
I don't know which one. I think am I the acoustic? I don't know.
Definitely acoustic. Bro, you're totally acoustic.
Guys, just so you know, these are conversations we have at band practice.
Right.
Yeah.
So just so you know.
And so Andrew's acoustic.
We're not
Danny's
familiar
chrome.
with that idea.
Right.
Practice?
Yeah.
Practice?
Like, what
are you
is
talking
that?
about practice?
I don't know.
I take it back. No,
We're not
One of
talking
you-
about a game.
I was going to say, dude, do one of you guys, please tell me you have an Allen Iverson jersey to wear to gigs, because,
that's so good.
one of you guys should definitely
That is ideal.
just, if you're ever doing a sports bar,
it's-
if you're
yeah.
ever
Yeah.
doing a sports bar, get an AI jersey.
100%.
And we'll just talk about practice.
Practice.
We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice.
Am I lying, though? Because are we lying? You did come to my house one time when we worked on harmonies.
That's true.
We were trying to dig out some
I guess that's
songs.
practice.
So
We
you're
didn't
one.
actually play guitar. I think we would just listen to music. We're like,
Yeah,
kinda-
he made me. So I have this like.
So you're one rehearsal deep.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and
Yes,
100 plus shows.
that's the name of our. That's gonna be the name of our first album.
One rehearsal
One rehearsal deep. It's a funky album.
or one practice
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really the harmonies are just, I'm not gonna ever claim I'm the best musician, but I have kryptonite and it's harmonies. It just in my head, it's like, and that's why he wants to work with me a lot on it. And sometimes he'll just be like, "You take the main part, and I'll just harmonize."
There's a
over
lot
it.
of songs we do
Yeah.
that on.
Because
A few anyway.
it's weird. Like if I do it repetitive, if I repeat it enough in my head and I'm doing it enough, I can go there. Like, for example, we just had a show recently where I had a really bad mix and I was singing. I couldn't hear my vocals. I could kind of hear it in the house, the front of the house, but I could not hear it in anything else. But I've sang them so many times that I just sang it the way I knew it was supposed to feel, not hearing it. But if I can get to that point in a harmony, I can do it. Because there are songs like Man in the Box. When I used to sing Man in the Box, I didn't sing the way Lane Staley sang it. I did a different version. Or even like, say, Come Undone. I don't play Come Undone the way, Duran Duran plays it. But in my head, it like, once it's like kind of, imprinted in there, then I'm good.
Right.
But off the cuff, this guy can just start like figuring out harmonies. I'm like, it ain't gonna happen.
I think I just do the same harmony for everything.
Really? Okay,
Just
my brain
somewhere up
just-
here. It's like
my brain goes
a
to mush.
bluegrass, kind of thing.
Now,
or
see, that's
something,
the way I play. I have a slow song technique, and I have an upbeat song technique, and that's it. It's like Poison.
Well, they're successful.
Yes.
So I mean,
You had Poison fast song, Poison slow song,
Yeah.
and they were essentially the same.
yeah,
I mean, AC/DC has one.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
worked for them.
I mean, it's for a lot of bands,
So,
But back to what you were saying about guitar and your playing and your
Mm-hmm.
comfortability with playing, I'm the same way, bro. I'd say, I bring it up all the time. I'm a 6-chord percussionist.
Yeah.
is
yeah,
what
but
I am.
you play. You're more than that.
But
yeah. You even play B minor.
Point being, keep playing with guys because you can find guys like Drew that understand that, man. That's
Well, see-
what's so cool. And they, I think Drew's grown as a guitarist quite a lot from us doing this.
Yeah, it made me
And
think.
then when I joined the band, I realized, oh my god, these
Skip,
guys
I might be
freaking
just good enough to make you look good in your own band.
incredible.
I could pick the acoustic back up.
with that
There you go.
beard, you'd never make me look good.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody on the stage has got to hold up a different a different end of the business.
Right.
I do not have the dulcimer baritone, my
when
friend.
the ZZ Top songs come out,
I mean,
you'll kill it. Just
Yeah,
with a
because
look.
I can't do the beard. I lose it in the cheeks. But so talking about like not being able to hear and stuff like that, kind of a nice little segue to where I wanted to go next. I know you, Andrew, and Stoney have been really active in pushing the open mic in the metro area.
Yes.
And I will tell you, New Hudson Inn sounds phenomenal. It's a great place to play.
Well, thank you. We've worked
Oh, yeah,
hard.
It is.
Yeah.
I always refer to it as the OG house.
I haven't played other places because I just like playing there so much.
Well, I mean, we appreciate it, and I know that like this has been, oh my goodness, I think it's 7 years now. Doing open mics, we're on show like almost 400 something. We had a little break during COVID, and
Right.
there's a lot that went on, with the open mic there, and a lot of history now, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I mean, things can get boring after a while. I mean, so we see artists kind of come and go, and there's like sometimes there's 15 people want to play a night, sometimes there's 2 or 3. So and it's like everything else, and I just want to maintain an atmosphere that hopefully is open and welcome to everybody, and I do my best to make everybody sound the best they can. Because as a musician and as somebody who understands sound, I think pretty decently, my job is to look at it from an and I know you said you play guitar, so I don't want to I'm throwing anybody on the bus, but I know a lot of sound guys who aren't really musicians, right? So it doesn't mean that they can't be great sound guys. That's not what I'm saying. Is that I think when you're a musician, you come at it a different way.
Right.
Just like I'll give an example. Joe Rogan, and he does great with MMA because he has a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he was like a world champion, like Taekwondo, black belt. So I think when you do something and then you can, I implement that when I'm playing. I go, well, this makes me feel better. I know if I sound great, so you'll notice on open mic, I'm always like, how's the monitor? How's your wedge? You more, is it too, whatever. I can EQ it. I can do whatever you want to do to it, but I want you to sound good. You want more reverb, less reverb. don't worry about the house. I'll do the house once you're happy, because when you feel you can play, then you play. If you feel it's too loud, right? The monitor's too loud, you're backing away from the microphone. If it's, if the guitar's too much, you start playing quieter. If it's not, if it's quieter, and you're slamming the strings, and now you're getting all this fret buzz and everything else because you're just beating the hell out of the guitar. So, I think as a musician, if I can do that for them, make them happy and make them sound the best, and try to give an environment for that. So that's what we've done. And Stoney he was obviously the impetus of all of it. And he really opened the doors to, that him and I could work together to create what is now the New Hudson's Open Mic. And we've seen, man, we had the contests and all these cool things that we've done. And these are like Stoney's the idea, man. Always coming up with something new. And let's do, open mic contest, which we, actually Bro Cell came up with the name 1,831 Reasons to Rock, because it was 1,800, and we gave away $1,831.
Right.
And then we did the singer-songwriter contest. We did a winter fest. I think we had four open mic contests and 2 or 3 singer-songwriters. I'd have to go back and double check. But we've done a few.
Yeah, because I think I've done 3 of them.
Okay, yeah. So we've done a lot of those, and doing things outside and having an outdoor stage, and then even during COVID, and we were setting up in box trucks and bonfires, and we were completely legal.
That was
and
amazing.
we were streaming it, and we found a way to make everything work. And that was with John helping out big time too at the bar. And even during COVID, we ended up doing the shows in my basement, and we had somebody run, we had Kent and Mike Eischen and John, and they're all in my basement. I have a little studio in my basement. So we were in the studio, they're outside, they're running sound, audio, video, all of this stuff on, Zoom, or I don't know what we used at the time. I think it might have been Zoom or Teams, but, we kept it. We tried to keep it going, and you did that. You were on I think one of the first ones we did.
Yeah, FBW, live with FBW.
Yeah,
Or you're talking about
the open mic thing.
open mic thing. Yes.
Yeah, so you would
which
kind
was
of
cool.
phone in, and then we would have you live on camera, but then you'd have pre-recorded performances, and we'd play your performance. And
Well, that's actually how I started playing again. Was because of COVID.
really, okay,
Because I was sharing artists that weren't able to go out and work gigs.
Right.
So I was sharing Jason Harper. I was sharing Robin Horlock. I was sharing Mike Smith. And, and a few others. And actually Dan's wife at the time, Angie Mayer, you should do this. What kind of crack you smoking? I'm picking up guitar pretty much in 20 years. So
it's never too late.
So just
Look at you now.
before the world shut down, because I had guitars that, they've been moved 4 or 5 times. They've been in basements. They've been in attics. They've been in.
I love it. Character.
I love Takaminis, but the electronics are terrible. As far as they sound good, but the durability of them is terrible. I think one of the last times I played, I wound up having to use your guitar.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I didn't have any
but
sound.
Also attics and basements. Are
Oh, yeah. Well, no, this was just with a new talk
Oh, really?
that
Okay.
I got. This last
Really?
talk I was
Wow.
using was a new one, but it was only not even a year old.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
I never. Yeah, I'm kind of a guitar snob in some ways, but I've kind of stuck to the basic brands, and that's kind of been my MO. I did go a little crazy with this one, just with this carbon fiber one, but yeah, I was and Taylor's, and I did have a Washburn, but I'm my electrics are just Gibsons and Fenders.
But
I don't.
those
I don't
ones you
expand
generally
out.
play when we do.
Those are the Fender.
AC. You got
Yeah,
you
the
got a couple
Acoustasonics.
cool Acoustasonics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, play those.
speaking of Washburn, the just before the world shut down, I said, all right, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go buy a new guitar. So I bought a 3/4 Washburn for I don't know, $220 or something like that.
Do all the Dave Matthews riffs with that one.
So-
short scale.
Yep. So I got it home, and I posted one song, and it got such a good reaction out of it that I kept playing all through COVID, and probably a couple of years after that, I haven't posted anything in quite a while, but
Which you should, because I will say this: Skip is really talented. He always tries to say he isn't, or he's like, "Oh, that was." Listen, you're definitely your hardest critic, man.
With us tonight?
No. But
Skip is great. You got to come see Skip. Yeah.
I
But-
see the
It's a nice
But
table in the corner.
I had
tools
a,
out here, so.
so I kept playing, and then that also got me to start writing again. And so I started writing again, and then Brad pointed me out to the singer-songwriter contest. That was 23, I think, that you were doing at NHI.
Yeah.
And so I went in and did the contest. First time I've been up live in 20 years. And just and I goofed up and stuff, just being rusty but still the response. I mean the people there, not just, the crowd, but you were wonderful. You were a big influence in me continuing to play.
That's the place to do it, man. It's such a welcoming environment, always.
It is, but the other artists too. I've made friends through this, and I really hadn't seen anything as far as open mic when I think I saw like Stingers and maybe one or two more, but now I look and there's all over the place.
There's a ton, and I don't know, if it's. I'll put it this way, because I've had people, try to give us, I think maybe more credit than what we're due on anything. And Stoney and I talked about this, and I said, I feel like music is a wheel, and it's always turning, and we got stuck on that wheel at some point. We became a part of whatever music is in the area, and at some point we might fling off in outer space and we're done. But we're not changing the wheel. We're not changing anything. We're a part of it. We're doing our part to just have open door, and not everybody's happy. Trust me, there's people that don't like me. And I try to be as nice to everybody as I can, but you can't please everybody. So I get it. And like Gary Valentine, he's a great host, and he runs some really good open mics. And there's open mics all over the place.
Yep, I met Gary at New Hudson.
Yeah, and there's so many good hosts. And Paul Richardson's one. He was running a really good one up there. I know they closed the place down, and there's just tons. It's great. There's tons of great talent. AJ runs. I think does AJ do one? Or no, she does karaoke. Yeah, but there's so many talented people.
I think they reopened that place too, but not as a different business.
So,
but then since then I found a lot of them more northwest of me.
Well, there's a lot north. Yeah.
But now I'm seeing them sprout out downriver.
Okay,
Seeing, I'm seeing people that I've done contests with now running open mics. And
what stinks is there's only so many nights that it makes sense to do those.
Right.
And it's like, because I keep wanting to go to several of them. I said, well, which one do you go to?
Yeah, well, and the other thing that I was like, I kind of laugh with Stoney about the time, but it's what Stoney's about, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do and it's the best thing to do, and it's not about being afraid of competition, right? Kind of thing. So the Metro Detroit open mic.
Yeah,
that I started that. So that's got
that's where I was going next.
Stoney is literally the Dan Campbell of bar owners.
Yeah.
Right?
I want your best. I want your best.
I know, right?
Bring it on.
Stoney biting kneecaps.
He is.
Biting kneecaps.
No, we're gonna bite the other kneecap off.
I love it.
But I love it because so it was funny. I always laugh because I see all these open mics. I'm like, man, I'm destroying all my my open mic's gonna fall apart because nobody's gonna come because there's all these other open mics.
Right.
But no, I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that I try. And again, monitoring a Facebook group like that is very hard. So a lot of things get in there. I don't get to clear off all the junk as much as I can, but I'm happy to see how well that thing's done. And there's a ton. That's like, to me, that I think is like the most popular open mic thing in the area, that everybody uses it for the open mics.
Oh yeah,
and I love it. I love that that's what it turned into.
And it's not just music.
Yeah,
I've seen the poetry open mics. I've seen the comedy open mics. I've seen.
So that was, and again, that's all stems from the relationship that Stoney and I had, and the way he looks at things and I look at things, and we just tried to make it a good environment. And that's what opened the doors for people like I never would have met Danny without that, likely. And then next thing you know, that turns into like what we talked about, which was February 3rd, 2022, when I'm like, hey, let's play Stingers. And then from there, we've done 79 shows as Acoustic Chrome since then.
Okay.
And we've done 37 FBW shows.
Really?
I feel like we've done more. Like, it always feels like that.
I thought there was like 100 show plateau. Maybe so that was a combined 100 show.
Probably.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking
With
of
you,
a couple
yeah.
months ago. I think we talked about it.
We've done 116 shows together,
Right.
performances. Wow. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I put it in perspective. So I looked at when I started playing my first show in 1994.
Oh boy, here we go.
And I didn't play a lot. So there's like years that there's, and through my younger career, I wasn't playing a ton of shows, So I mean, there's people like AJ Kish plays like 250 shows a year.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
he's like, and some of them are like Harper's playing all the time. Some of these people, like, probably AJ,
How do you
or
do that?
AJ Lynn is
I don't
probably
know
the
if
same.
I could do that.
Yeah, actually, Jason's dropping his new single on Tuesday.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
what I
that.
saw, that too.
He's
So-
he's a talent, man.
Sick.
He is a
He's-
So
talent.
if you're listening tonight, I think he's the only plugging that I'm doing who hasn't been a guest on my show yet, but I've known him for 25 years. So,
There we go.
so Jason's
taking our airtime.
Jason's new single. Jason's new
Just
single is playing tonight on WYCD
That's right.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was
between 11 and 11:15 tonight. So if you are up and want to listen to a great single and want to hear it before it drops on Tuesday, make sure you check it out. That's Jason Harper. We are going to take a quick break. And after we come back from our little break here, we're going to see if we can get a couple tunes out of Acoustic Chrome.
Let's
Perfect.
Do it. Let's do it.
Oh, my God. right, and we are back with Acoustically Yours. Once again, I'm Skip Dietz. We have live in studio Acoustic Chrome, Danny and Andrew. We've been doing so much talking that there's so much other stuff I wanted to cover, so we're definitely going to have Acoustic Chrome back. Now, what do you guys got coming up?
Oh, I should probably pull that up.
Yeah, you got the schedule, right?
I do.
Would you be surprised to know that Andrew's the organizer of pretty much all of our events? But I think Lake Lancer.
Yes, but for the pub, so we have, we're doing.
Is that what you got? Talking about.
Well, I mean, shows in general, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing, we got a couple private gigs, our next few gigs. And then our next public gig would be August 2nd. So wait, what? Am I in the right week here? Yeah, this weekend, sorry, no gigs. I'm golfing.
Excellent.
Right.
So.
And I'm off on a softball trip.
Yeah, so it worked
Next
out.
2 weekends, actually.
Yeah, because he's going to miss, yep. So we're doing a 3-man show in 2 weeks. So I'm a little nervous about that. I do have Mr. Dan Precup. Again,
Okay.
one of my guys, he's going to come help.
Nice.
Is he bringing the whole crew?
No, I think he's
What's
just
the name of the band?
his band's the Randos.
The Randos. Yes.
Yeah, but they're gonna he's gonna come and he's gonna fill in for like an hour just to give me some because you know what it's like when it's singing 4 hours a night and 2 nights in a row, and I haven't done it in a long time.
Right,
I was a little nervous about he's been gracious. He's gonna come up there, and he's actually friends with the guy whose cabin we're going to. So basically, we set up in front of their cabin, and all these boats come in.
Oh, cool.
And it's a big cove party, and we counted.
I'm
all.
really bummed to miss it because it was a blast.
It is
last year.
cool. I think
Plus, it was the time we got to golf as a band. And
Yes.
I love golf.
And we counted like 85 boats one year. And think about each boat. These are pontoon boats with I don't know, 5 to 10 people on each pontoon boat. It was a blast, man. And when you're done playing, they're like, meh, meh,
But the
meh,
fun
the
part
horns.
is we cruise. Don takes us around the lake.
Oh, he treats
And
us
we-
like rock stars.
And we go all around the lake and basically advertise free show later tonight.
come get the
and
show,
try
get
to,
the show.
Get
They
as
do
many
great.
people to come down as we can.
And then he's out there with a kayak. He's like, I'm going to get you some tips.
He does.
And he fell in and he was like, he goes, I think I lost $40 in the water. I'm like, Don, it's fine, bro.
He's the best.
It's super funny. But yeah, our next public show is Timberfest up in Lewiston.
Oh, cool.
We'll be headlining that festival. That's for the full band. Obviously, I don't think we're here for Acoustic Chrome, but the full band is Five Becomes West, and that will be in Lewiston. Great show, great event. And that starts, I think we're at 8 to midnight, I believe, for them. And then after that, the next show we'll be playing as a band would be August 15th at Hell Saloon. And then
Is
we
it
do
the 15th or the 16th?
that's 15th, and then the 16th we're doing a Lake Lucy Barge Bash.
Excellent.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
There we
and
go.
then
There was 16th in there.
Way Jennings. So Waylon Jennings' grandson is headlining that one. So
Nice.
if you like,
It's
you can listen to
outlaw
some
country.
stuff.
I've been listening to it. It's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
he loves
really
it.
good.
So
He's really
talented
good.
talented guy. If you want to come see it, it's a pretty cheap ticket to see somebody at that caliber.
But you get 6 other bands throughout
Yeah,
the day.
you get a
so,
bunch of
I
bands
mean,
playing. So U-Turn. I'm gonna forget everybody. Aaron Crott. Just go to LakeLucyBargeBash.com and check it out.
Check it out.
I feel bad I didn't memorize everybody's stuff. Tickets are also available for our show. And then after that, on August 23rd, then the following weekend, which is the Music Festival, which is it is
it's out kind of the Chain of Lakes
it's
area.
in Pinckney,
Yeah.
and it is well, let me see here. I'm trying to think. It's like a camp for like youth. They're like, I don't know if
Raising
they're
funds for
I don't know
that,
if
right?
if they're like foster kids or if they have illnesses. I think it might be more of like an illness thing. So it's a nice benefit thing, but it's called the Music. So their Moose is like right here. Yeah, Music Fest.
Cool.
And it is North Star Reach. So North Star Reach is the place, and there's a pavilion. We're one of, I think, 5 bands. We're the second to last band. I think Bovine plays after we do.
Do you know Bovine?
No.
Good old high school buddies of mine.
Really?
They're incredible.
That's awesome.
It's honky tonk, and they got pedal steel, fiddle.
Oh, that's cool.
The whole bit. They're sick.
All right.
Reno Neff.
There you
A
go.
great singer. Great singer. So that's back to my Chelsea roots.
Yeah.
That's how I started playing over at Sights Tavern in Chelsea. It
Okay.
was all bluegrass stuff. All of us bartenders played
Nice.
music. We took turns, in there, and it was
Dude,
like,
there's a slight chance you saw my band when we were playing. We definitely played that neck of the woods
Over
with
and
those
out.
bands
Yeah.
a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What's the name of the band?
It was either Desolation Angels or the 44 Territories. We played as both, and this was like 15 years ago, and but that's wild. Like
Yeah.
I recognize
There's
at least
so much-
3 or 4 names that just got
I
dropped.
don't know what the deal is. There's so much good, talent out in that area, especially, and there's a lot of good bands popped up.
Small world,
from around
man.
there.
Right.
South
It is.
Normal was a real badass band. It was getting a lot of riff airplay from there, and actually a couple of members from that band are part of the Bovine.
Well, definitely, if you get the tickets, it goes for a good cause,
it's
too.
going to be
yeah.
a cool show. For
So
sure.
now you guys have done Arts Beats and Eats the last couple of years.
Yep, we did that. We did Taco Fest last weekend.
That
too.
last weekend, 4th
Yeah.
of July weekend.
Yes. Yep. That was
Taco
a
Fest.
crazy week. We had a couple really big private shows,
Yeah.
and that was a lot.
When we say really
going on.
big, that means we brought the whole gear, generators, the whole
Yeah.
bit.
Wow.
So,
And
and our roadies
100
no showed
degrees.
on us again.
Yeah, damn
Again.
roadies never show up on time.
And
Or
so we
ever.
keep telling people, you're paying us for all this. We're playing for free.
Yes. Well, it's like 100 degrees. It feels
it
like
was
it's
brutal.
humidity.
It
Where
was brutal.
yeah, it was definitely a
But
mixture.
I mean, once we were playing, we had a fabulous time. Both places, people were so nice, and they just keep coming up to you afterwards. Man, you guys are great. Where can we see you again? All that stuff, and it's
Well, and that's why I say the organic piece is the more we play, the more people just start to come. We played Billy's, and somebody there was like, "Oh, we saw you at Hell Saloon, so we followed you up here." Like,
and shout out to 2 guys who helped us out with those shows.
yes, so
Scotty
Scott Smale,
Smale.
you know him from Spiral Crush.
Spiral Crush. He played drums for the third gig out in Portage Lake, and then my good buddy DeMarcus Sumter from back in Detroit Trouble days. He's with Strength Beyond You now. Great band, incredible stuff. Look it up. You would, I think, love it. And he played with us Saturday.
He did, yep.
Up in
Yeah.
at Howell Farms. And did a great job. They both did a great job. You
Yeah.
know, they're not our regular guy Ryan. He was out. He had surgery.
He was out for a few weeks, and
we did
well, he tried at Billy's, and then he got a little green right before we started playing, and I don't know if it was a heat or
scared. I was
what. I thought he was gonna
concerned.
pass out. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, just don't pass out back there.
Yeah.
Good work,
Yeah.
brother. Way to
Don't be dead.
So, but the North Star Reach,
fight through.
I will say that is, they said basically the music festival is more than just a concert. It's a celebration of community, camp spirit, and the incredible joy that music brings to campers and supporters. So take a look at the North Star Reach, a really, really good organization.
Awesome.
Great music. It's definitely something that
Cool that we get
it'd
to
be fun to
be
be
a part
part
of helping out, man.
absolutely. I mean, we get to do some pretty cool
We have.
things.
You were talking Arts Beats and Eats, Taco Fest, Harvest Fest.
Harvest
we
Fest,
played last
yeah.
year too.
That was the Acoustic Chrome stuff.
Our debut at Arts Beats and Eats was a little rough.
Yeah. Dude, I mean,
It was it was like
we
like it's
probably
been
should
this
play
week.
something, but we got stories. Yeah, we did. We
yeah.
played. We were acoustic, as in the
We
PA
were the
system didn't work for
Truly
us.
Oops.
acoustic
Yeah.
chrome.
So we sat in the front of the stage and just kept. We just said, "We'll play."
It started out there. You kind of had us for a minute there,
Yeah.
and we were the first.
The kid got
we
real
were the
nervous.
Opening act, basically,
Yeah.
that was Friday. Remember?
He had the polarity changed on it, and that was causing a lot of issues with my guitar. And I think I was
So we
trying to
messed
help
around.
him, but he didn't. I didn't want to be that guy.
So we're like 20 minutes into our gig time, and I finally grabbed Andrew. I said, "Sit down." We sat down in the front of the stage. I had all the people come up. I said, "Everybody get up here."
yeah.
We're
and
Acoustic Chrome. We're still gonna put on a show, and we played for like 40 minutes just acoustically.
I
Excellent.
know, and then remember who we had some people come see us that were, it was the first time I think she saw us.
Is that when the Kims?
Anita was there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So, they were always, it was Anita, Jill, and then Darrell, and Jane
Yep.
were all there to come check us
No,
out.
we got a
so,
bunch of people that are.
yeah,
Really,
but we kind of
really-
wanted to come.
We should
They,
be giving
yeah,
shout outs to.
yeah.
So many people. That,
But we're back at New Hudson Inn, though, I would say on August 29th. And I do want to
Excellent.
give the acoustic. Well, and we're doing the Scorpions Festival.
Yeah, the pig roast.
The pig roast.
Yep.
We're opening up for Ryan J on
Ryan
the
J,
6th.
yep.
And then
gonna
Tappins
be
on
cool.
September 12th. I know there's an Acoustic Chrome show. There you go. Hey, listen, if you want to wait till September 26th, you can come see Acoustic Chrome finally
Otherwise, you
playing.
can come see us as a full band, twice as fun, doing
Yeah.
most of the same songs.
Right on, right on.
Very true.
Well, you can. I encourage all you listeners out there to check out the Acoustic Chrome and 5 Becomes West Facebook pages out there, and that's got everything. Andrew is a great event maker, so he said he makes everything's an event. He made tonight's show an event on Facebook. So
and check out 5becomeswest.com.
and
website.
website 5becomeswest.com. So
Official.
check that
We're
out
bougie
too.
with our website.
Official.
Very
Thank you,
cool.
Fun Bobby, for setting that up. Our bass player. He's
All right.
IT guy.
Hey, change of plans.
What?
Different song.
Okay.
We playing yet?
Whenever you want, guys. Acoustic Chrome. Tick tock, tick, 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 tick tock, tick, 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 tick. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I'm gonna fly like an eagle through the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly like an eagle until I'm free. Yeah. Oh, there's a solution. Yeah. Feed the babies. Don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children. No shoes on their feet. How's the people living in the street? Oh, there's a solution. Gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly like an eagle until I'm free. Yeah. Fly right through the revolution. Yeah.
Are you able to put more of his guitar in?
Yep.
So that's kind of, we do, I don't know, our own versions
Of songs, yeah.
basically. You had to like learn a whole new, put together like two separate areas of your song.
I did at one point.
Right.
I had Danny chords.
that's what I'm telling you. So he actually figured out what I was doing and started putting it in his songbook. And he's like, that's not how it goes. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
keep doing
see,
it.
I do that too. Every song that, well, pretty much every song I play that's a cover, yeah, I pretty
Make
much
it fit
just
your
do it
voice.
my way.
Yeah. Make it fit your vocals.
I did a really slow version of Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark. I've done that
Yeah.
in NHI.
Sounds great.
And that went over really good.
Love the boss.
But
One of my favorites.
People sleep on Nebraska. They don't know.
Well, interestingly enough, I have a real cool cover of Atlantic City.
Nice.
Yeah.
But we haven't really messed with that one.
No, we've done a couple shows. You played it.
Yeah, I usually play it when, on the rare occasion that you take a break.
Yeah, or sometimes I just look over and
Hang out
to
and-
start figuring out what you're
Right.
doing.
That's more often what happens.
Yeah.
Have we,
Like
is
country
the is the number on your little notepad there too? Because now we brought that up. We still officially hold the NHI record, right, for consecutive
I think we do.
hours of play.
It was like 610
610.
610 or 620.
Wow.
Straight, no breaks. Yeah.
Well, for you, breaks for me, and only because truly, for the first time ever on stage, I broke a guitar string.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And for the second time ever, I broke the same guitar string.
Yeah.
I had 2 guitars actually, broke
That was
them both.
crazy. Yeah. I know. I don't know what happened. It was
It
the
was
guitars
insane.
were on OT and they just gave out. Yeah, 6 hours and 20 minutes. I didn't leave the stage.
No,
I
you
played the whole
didn't.
time.
He didn't take a whiz.
So let's do it. I was drinking.
Why,
I mean,
why did we do that? Was it a
I don't
special
know.
night? Was it?
well, I think
No,
because
for real.
I know.
No.
What was
that
it?
Thanksgiving Eve?
no, it was. I think so. Brett Lee had recently done like 4 hours or 4.5 hours or something, or maybe 5 hours, something like that.
I want the belt.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what it was. And Stoney, you know, I love Stoney, but Stoney's very competitive. So he's always, and he loves to like push the buttons, right? So he's like, Brett Lee did 5 hours,
Oh,
what it
right.
was, and
Like,
he
hey,
knows
you
the
guys
record.
are the second longest performing
Right,
artists
wait,
in
wait,
the
wait,
on my
hold
roster.
on
Just
a
saying.
minute, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
right.
so that turned into us. I was like, that's fine, I'm good. I don't need to pee.
I mean, but that's also the cool thing about acoustic.
Turn up
Chrome.
the lamps. I need to sweat this water out of me because I'm not leaving the
Right.
stage.
But from a show perspective, that's the cool thing about
Yeah.
us. We can either or
Well, yeah, if
do
I could
solo
play,
for an hour if you had to or
Yeah.
whatever. But
well, that's what we started off kind of doing. Is
we're doing more of that. Yeah.
yeah, you would play for 30-40. I play for 30-40. So
Right.
all right, want to throw one more song in
Let's
there?
do one more and then
Yeah.
we'll wrap her up, guys.
Wow. I guess we need.
Let's do your original.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Which one are you talking about? Do it kind of funky like that.
Oh, sorry.
No,
That was my
I like
impression.
that. Oh, this is one that. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah,
We,
I'll follow
wrote
along.
with Detroit Trouble.
I'll
and
do a little.
Kid Lightning, DeMarcus Sumter, and rest in peace, Neil Ivory.
This will not be Kid Lightning's guitar work. Sorry.
Oh, but we've played it a couple times.
Yeah.
I like the groove you got going
He
on
shreds,
too.
though,
Kid's
that thing.
sick. Kid is sick. He's doing really well with Detroit Trouble.
Yeah,
right?
they've been playing a lot.
They're playing some really cool shows. So
How about
yeah.
you?
So I don't know. This was kind of a tongue-in-cheek song, Detroit song, kind of referring back to some of the corruption of the city over the years and our reputation for that to some ways, called Detroit Boulevard. Down here where there ain't no heat, people live by the word on the street. You know it's time to run when the word gets out. Know the price is wrong in this rusted town. I know, girl, we gotta get young, get far, far away from Detroit Boulevard. Yeah. And I know 8 Mile ain't far enough when you're trying to get gone from Detroit Boulevard. Yeah. We best be getting gone when the getting's good. Right here, it's true for the man, ain't none for the hood. We ain't getting much of it's give and take. Cause the ones who run, they all on the make. I said, oh no, you gotta get gone. Get far, far away from Detroit Boulevard, yeah. I know 8 Mile ain't far enough when you're trying to get gone from Detroit Boulevard, yeah, sure do. Let's be getting gone while the getting's good. Right here, see for the man, ain't none for the hood. We ain't giving much, and it's give and take. Cause the ones who run, they all on the make. I said, oh no, we gotta get gone. Get far, far away from Detroit Boulevard, yeah. trying to get down from Detroit Boulevard. I said, you better get down when the getting's good. Get down on Detroit Boulevard.
That's Detroit Boulevard
Nice job, bro.
by Acoustic Chrome. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and we got to get you back because I think we only hit about half of one line.
A lot of fun, guys.
Part two
Good,
coming
good. Definitely. Let's get you back in here soon, and next week, or I'm sorry, in 2 weeks, so July 27th, we've got Midnight Crisis coming in. I almost did it.
What midlife crisis?
Midlife Crisis,
yeah, right.
whichever one
that
it
was-
works.
Right?
That was their like Mickey or Mookie Blaylock name. You know, that was before they changed
Right.
to Midlife or Midnight Crisis.
So, yeah, we're going to have Corinne and Bill and Bo/Kent come in.
What's up, Kim?
Dude,
Kim's on there.
Hey, how are you? All right, so we've got them coming in on the 27th, and until then, hey,
Yeah, and their talent. They're awesome. They're
Yeah,
good.
they're a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
they're really good. So tune in, listen to them.
Sounds
Yeah, I forgot. I always say Kent, but Bill or Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, Bo Bentley,
Bo Bentley,
and then Seashell.
Seashell, and Bill Chase.
Yeah, Bill's just that. He just goes by
He's
his
just
name
Bill.
though. I know
Yeah.
he needs a he needs a name too. But they're awesome.
Well,
so.
maybe we'll
I can
give
give
him
him
one
one
in
of
2
mine.
We
weeks.
good? Yeah,
I mean,
you
I
got
have
a
like
few.
6, right?
You do, yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll give him one in 2 weeks.
Mine's boring.
Probably another issue with my promotional stuff.
But yeah, we've got them coming in 2 weeks, so exciting them. I told them they couldn't bring all the instruments. So take care,
Did
be
not get a
safe.
stand-up bass in here. I know
We'll
that.
see you back here on the 27th.
Thanks for having us.